Hello, and welcome. We have time for a quickie, a quick terraform today. So, let's roll into it. Did I play Helion just now? I think I did. So let's have a look. Chengsheng, maybe some power, maybe some titanium starting. There's some building tags we can go for. If we have starting power, there's synergy with earth tags, with Cartel and Gyropolis. No earth tags really to start with, but no need for titanium either. Let's just go ahead and play Chengsheng though. We might even grab the Venus card just for the Venus tag for Gyropolis kind of thing. So we're only gonna have $20 to start, but then with 8 steel, 3 titanium, and 3 plants, we do have a little bit more to work with. Is there something I want to get rid of? Not that I can tell. The 3 card spot is taken, which is annoying. I have a lot of steel, so let's go ahead and spend this steel to pick up the 2 titanium location. I'm actually going to play this space event, or this event, to see what we can get picked up here. And yeah, there isn't really any earth tag stuff to go after, so we'll just go and get our steel production up, our heat production up. You know, 4 is a breakpoint in terms of being every 2 turns you get 1 heat bump, so I think that's good. I don't know what we want from the government. Part of me thinks heat again so that we can get to those early heat productions, but there's so many synergies with oceans. I might just put an ocean down where there's no synergy. Things to do with my steel and some energy and a Venus tag and some stuff to do with my titanium. All is good with the world. Let's go ahead, get a little bit of titanium production, get a little bit more energy production. I'm not sure how I feel about tardigrades. I have extremophiles, so I think that tardigrades is just a less good extremophiles. It might be a point or two if I play it now, but I would rather just get extremophiles. And extremophiles could put onto tardigrades, but it's 1/3 versus 1/4, so extremophiles is always going to be better a recipient, and it produces more flexible stuff. So I don't think I need tardigrades. I want to play sponsored academies, and that requires that we throw a card away. I think that's going to be tardigrades. But let's go ahead and get into the next round here and see if that changes. We can probably take a heat bump this time, just while we're waiting to see if cards come in that have requirements. I do have a Jovian, so Ganymede Colony isn't crazy. However, it's kind of out of the way. I don't think this is really a Jovian run. Like, if we're going to succeed, it's going to be because we just find a bunch of Earth tags out of nowhere and Venus tags. And do some terraforming, so maybe we'll grab that as well. AI Central is almost always worth keeping. I do have a science tag planned, but at this point we are picking up a lot. So, is it worthwhile what we're picking up? Am I wasting our time? Unsure. What gives us benefits right now? I honestly am leaning into the sponsored academies, even though it doesn't give us an immediate kickback. Because the ocean that I could play, like this could get discounts, this could get rebates, this could get a lot of things. Let's sponsored academies and throw away tardigrades as planned. Water splitting, it does require 2 oceans. We have 2 oceans. Atalanta Planitia is a science tag, but it requires 3, so it doesn't help us get to AI Central. I don't know, with water splitting, we certainly could do a lot more damage to the oxygen, but I don't think we have to do that. I don't think we have to resort to that. I'm going to convoy from Europa after all. And I'm just going to grab the 2 plants. And we'll look to put another ocean down beside that for money back later. I might still put an ocean here. Just to make it so, like, now our oceans are pretty much settled. So big asteroid, terraforming of Venus. Venus synergy card doesn't really help us right now. Neither does this. Those are 2 kind of non-starter cards. But hey, look, we got our heat bump. That's free heat income. We only have 1 earth tag and no wild tags, so I'm not sure how we're feeling. This could be just a good chance to knock this city. We pick up 2 plants. That gets us annoyingly close to having the next greenery. And then we can talk about Gen 4 audit. 4 extra TR plus 6 income plus 1 steel, 2 titanium. I usually say like 10 to 15 seems to be like a middling game. We're on the higher end of that, so I guess our economy is okay. Usually I say that I need 5 heat and or energy. So again, we're doing all right there. I just don't feel like we're having that strong a game. We have a $2 discount on building tags. We don't have a tremendous number of cards that are going to help us. Like, yes, we have a big asteroid that's very helpful, but we don't have like any like Venus sustainability. Like, we just have 2 things that could potentially bump Venus 1 step. That's really not that great. And then oxygen, we don't have any plant stuff generating. We could rely on Oxgang to spend our energy for oxygen, but I'd rather not. Let's take a moment and just do a Venus bump. And see here, Venusian insects, 1/2. This could be a way that we generate a lot of our points, is by trying to get this Venus insects played. Ironworks is another thing that looks pretty good for us if we could get more energy. It's way better than water splitting, because for basically the same investment, we get to spend 1 extra energy and get a steel out of it. I'd rather not, though. Let's go lean for a moment. I just had a couple turns of going big, big, big. Now I'm like, okay, let's slow down. Just play some events out. Get us some heat income from bumping the heat track. That keeps us at 4 titanium. And let's wait for a better card. A better thing to do. It's just going into, what? Gen 6 now? Quantum Extractor. Now the science tags are better than ever. Look at this. Trees. We're going to be able to play it this turn. Soletta is something to do with my titanium. I have $18 worth of titanium. It's probably worthwhile, to be honest. Probably worthwhile, yeah. Let's play the trees first, just to make sure I get these plants, and then I get a little bit of adjacency, so I get money back. And boom, just like that, we have 13 heat income. So you get 1 good card, and all of a sudden, we're cooking, you know? So that should pretty much deal with the heat. The water splitting I want to keep in my hand in case I do get Quantum Extractor. That will really help us use it. We just need... We need, what, 2 science tags. And then that'll allow us to play a card that requires 3 science tags, and then we can play our good card. I'm going to keep bumping Venus, just because we know that's a sore spot for us right now. Ore Processor is really good, and look at this. A science tag. Who would have thunk? Local Shading is really not that good. But it would have been great earlier, because I do have a card that puts down floating stuff. And I picked up Gyropolis early, hoping that I would get some Earth tags. That never materialized, unfortunately. I might just do this Venus bump for the free card, so I can keep using my Venus bumps from the government. But we got pretty lucky. We did end up getting Search for Life. So that's our 3rd, and then our 4th science tag can be probably AI Central, because I'm going to have some steel. But yeah, Cartel and Gyropolis both didn't come into play because we just didn't get like sponsors, acquired company, and a couple other cards that would have been very helpful. Heather, that's what I need. Thank you. Science tag that gives me energy income. Could be nice. It also will save me money. Quantum Heather. Getting Heather out a turn earlier, I think, was pretty nice. Yeah. And if we do end up with extra steel, AI Central or a city like Gyropolis, like, that's fine, but we're not rushing. We're not rushing that. Because we can always play Atalanta for cheaper and get 2 card draw. So if it's going to be like the last gen, it's probably better we do that. So I still don't have more oceans. I'm still going to take Venus bumps because oceans can give us a lot of like rebate value, but Now that's my next kind of concern here. I do have my ore processor ready to go. I think we play that immediately. So there's 4 energy into heat every turn, but, or sorry, 4 energy into oxygen every turn rather than heat. But I think that's okay. I think that's okay. What's next? Nothing here is giving me a ton of income. I might just try and make sure that we get like points from playing our Venusian insects and synergy card. I don't want to do security fleet. I want to use my titanium for something productive later. And security fleet just ain't it. So let's just do a mining expedition for now. And then, yeah, we'll figure out what to do next. Oh, closing in on Gen 10. Quite a bit of Venus to go. A lot of oxygen, but at least we have a click every now. And then viral enhancers, greenhouse, deep well heating. We don't need deep well heating. Media archives. I don't have a discount on Earth tag, so probably not. Alright, so oxygen bump, heat bump, heat bump. Heat bump gives me the free ocean. Which is nice. So then viral enhancers into what? Venus soils is not actually that bad. It's expensive. But we have synergy now, so it would give me the plant that I want. And then allow me to put into that little pocket. Venusian insects, let that get up to 3 points, which is nice. If I really need oxygen, I could play the water splitter at this point too, but I'd really rather just get more of the good stuff, you know? I'm just not really getting to use my titanium right now. Still, I think I'd rather wait for better Gen 11 than play things that are bad on Gen 10. I know I have 10 titanium. That is the way of the world. We need more of it. Deimos down is certainly not needed. It would be a use for my titanium. It would convert titanium into steel, but I just don't need it. I just don't need it, unfortunately. But it's $8 worth of steel back, but I just don't need it. Yeah, give me the AI Central. Last time we got to the end of the game and then the cards started flowing way too late. So this time I'm like, hey, game, I'm trusting in the heart of the cards. Give me a sign that you agree. But, I think that's going to end up being a water splitting plant. Let me do an adult. One sec. What are my clicks here again? Yeah, okay. Let's do the Atalanta. Sister Planet support. See, perfect card. Venus and Earth tag. It's income. It's both tags. It will help Gyropolis. Oh, wait. It's the end of the game? Perfect. Yeah, okay. I guess we're water splitting. That means 2 bumps next turn. We still need a lot of Venus. We still need a lot of ocean. This event gives us production of heat, which sucks, and it's an overpriced Venus bump, but it can use titanium, so it's in. It's in like Flynn. Ishtar Mining, Venus tag, that's production, that would go well with Gyropolis. Natural Preserve, income card, placement bonus, science tag, go with a lot of... Do you hear the resentment? I don't know what it is about Terraforming Mars these days, but it has been... I feel like it's been treating me poorly. And you shouldn't take that from your board games. You shouldn't have to. But anyway, look at that. Two greeneries later. An oxygen bump and an oxygen... Oh, sorry, 2 oceans later. Couple of oxygen bumps. a heat bump or a Venus bump with heat income. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. For the sake of argument, I'm just gonna play a card that will get me some points, which is the capital, which will then get me a greenery for some money back and some plants, because that just makes me feel nice inside, you know? Now, I'm one plant away from being at the next greenery, because I can play greenhouses, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cities in play, plus it enhances for 1, that's 5, so we just can't quite make it. Urbanized area could have been played here or along the bottom, but that didn't feel right. So I think what we do, the thing is, if I play a greenery, it's bad. It's bad because I don't need 2 oxygen bumps. I need a single oxygen bump. So I don't know. For the sake of argument, do I just... I keep saying for the sake of argument as if that means something. Do I play Gyropolis and then play greenhouses because that gets me a greenery and it gets the oxygen track done? Or... Actually, no. I can just play an ocean for a plant. There we go. Let's not be crazy. Let's just be kind of insane. And then, yeah. So, all that said and done, we are still short a lot of freaking money. We're still sitting on 9 titanium production. And mind you, I only had 2 titanium production, plus in the last couple rounds, a 3rd one from this click. Like, we didn't go overboard with titanium production. We just got shafted in terms of cards once again. And it happens to the best of us. I'm not actually upset like the end of last game where I was like, this is ridiculous. But certainly the game is just trying to show us how at the mercy of the cards you are. So, whatever. We'll chalk this one up to being not a very great start, but like, we fought every inch of the way. Yikes. I hope you enjoyed. 0 out of 3. I post everything, man. You know I'm not just cherry picking. You know this is my day in, day out. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.